Wait for the drop.
Oh,
Wait for the drop. Wait for the drop. You what? No. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It has been some time since I did a YouTube video for you guys, but we are back. Obviously, I'm only back really because we're starting prep again soon, so head switched on to doing YouTube videos again. Today, I'm going to take you through a little pull session, show you what I've been doing for the past like 10 months. But yeah, if you get any ideas from this, chuck it into your own workout plan. But yeah, just take you through a pull session. We're going to start with some single arm pull downs. So yeah, we're going to start with the single arm pull down. Use this Life Fitness cable machine. Have the 1MR attachment, but obviously you could use any D handle. Just these are quite comfy. I purchased them a bit ago. Just really because the extension, or like the more material should I say, as opposed to say like this D handle, which is quite like short in the handle. This one's quite long. It did come with a second attachment, but I never use it. So this is like more optimal movement for your lats. Get a bench, put it in, nice and close. Quite high on the incline. And then you want to grab the handle on the working side. Then you just want to tilt slightly to the side you're working. So you're just trying to like shorten that lat. And the coaching cue really is like elbow into your back pocket. So you're just going to retract that shoulder blade on the working side. Bring this elbow, tuck it in tight, hold a squeeze, then a nice release. Not trying to twist your body or twist your hand, just keep a nice fixed motion. I always like to start with a high volume set to make sure my muscle connection. One, bit of volume, bit of blood around the muscle I'm working, and then probably do another warm-up set on each side, and then I try to go to my top set where I try and get like 6 to maybe 8 reps heavy, and then I'll always do like a back-off set as well where I try and maybe do 15 to 20 reps, and that's pretty standard across the whole board on any sort of movement I've been doing throughout this off-season, just so I get the best of both worlds. So I was trying to like do a lot of reps maybe. I'm also trying to get like heavy weight in there as well, so obviously when I go heavy, just decrease that rep range just so I can actually like do it and then just back off slightly on the weight and get some more volume for like that pump if you like. But yeah, it seems to have worked. So I've done 2 like warm-up sets. Now I'm going to do like my top set heavy. Whenever I do anything like heavy on a pull day, I always use a wrap, so you don't have to worry about like losing grip on the forearms. So that's the first thing that's going to give up when you're doing anything like substantial weight. When you're trying to load through your back and stuff, you may as well wrap on. So there's less focus on what you're trying to hold on to, more focus on the actual movement itself. The aim here is 6 reps. So top set there, 75 kilo for pretty poor 6 reps, but just about got there. I'm going to back off now to like 45 kilo, trying to get 15 to 20 reps. each side to finish on this movement. So this one movement here has been a staple for me since like my off season. So like 10 months really doing this, just to try and like efficiently hit the lats in a better angle from here to here, as opposed to just the lat pull down. It's not quite as good as doing a single arm pull down, but I do still do the lat pull down, but slightly different, and we'll get to that in a bit. Oh, Jesus. So yeah, that's the single arm high pull down done. Like I said, very optimal for hitting your lats more effectively rather than just using the lat pull down. Very, like, it's a traditional movement, it will work, don't get me wrong, but this is a little bit better. We're gonna move on to some single arm hammer strength rows now. So I like to use this machine because what I'll do is I'll explain in a minute. It's got a drop-off point, I'll just show you where that is. But it means you can progressively overload some nice weight on this machine. Yeah, get into that now. So yeah, standing single arm hammer strength row. Just nice to do like a plate loaded movement sometimes. You can set up, like anybody should be able to do this really, so set the seat to a position that's comfortable for me to stand behind, stay locked in, so might be higher up to the hip or lower down towards the knee. Generally high up for me because I'm a bit shorter. But what I was explaining about this drop off point is, with this, when you stand up and row, so you stand up here, same sort of position as that single arm pull down, engaging the lat. I'm going to pull the elbow back, retract the shoulder blade, but then basically when the weight comes over like this axis of rotation here, it's getting lighter. So when the lat is getting short and weaker, this load is like getting lighter. So what it means is we can progressively overload from the start in like this fully stretched phase here. So from here, and then we're just getting weaker and weaker and weaker, but the load is getting a little bit lighter, so we can get that full range of motion and get like the full effect of the weight, as opposed to maybe being sat down. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this, but sat down here, then it's quite difficult to, and the weight hasn't really moved too far in terms of like the range of motion and stuff, so just basically make the lat travel as far as possible. But I'll just do a warm-up set here, 12 each side, and just start to load up. Key thing is always using your other hand to brace against this pad, which would normally be for your chest. So yeah, because of that drop-off point on this machine, one plate aside, it's all right for a warm-up, but it's never going to be a working set anymore. But we find a lot of you soon find like good progression on this quite quickly. So just don't be afraid of just ramping that weight up a little bit. Push yourself, even if it's just 6 reps. So we're going to go for it. So I would normally start 2 plates, but obviously just for purposes of this video, did 1 plate aside. So I'm just going to go straight to the 3 plates, get into my working set straight away. Again, because it's a pull movement, I wrap on, because less thought process on my grip and more thought process on using my lats, rhomboids, whatever it is doing on pull day, getting a full effect on my back and not my forearm and my biceps, because I'll work them afterwards. So it helps like not fatigue my arms. So therefore when I go to do like my bicep work, they're not that they're fresh and stuff, but they don't feel like completely taxed because I've been like moving such good load here or whatever. I'm trying to exhaust a muscle. We're actually trying to target when we're using specific machines. Who? You? What'd you get? Nice. Left side was easier than the right side. What's that about? Let's go. Last set. Add another weight. Because more plates. More dates. That right, Dill? More plates, more days. 4 to 6. 1. 2. 3. Oh. 5. Oh. Oh, yes. Jesus Christ. That is the end of the rowing. Going to go to another pull down motion now, and then do another row. So generally like 2 pull downs, 2 rows, biceps. Just hired some help. So like I said earlier, I stopped doing lat pull downs which to specifically hit my lats. So instead now, I'll either use this pull down or what I just went on hammer strength row for like a top grip row, but I'm going to do it pull down motion. So hands go on the inside of the curve, good lean back, and rather than like your traditional just here, I'm sort of going to pull my elbows back. Aim for more traps, rhomboid area, getting a good squeeze here. Try and hold for 2 seconds on your chest or just above it. Bit of a stretch, good squeeze. Woo! Oh. Yeah, so all that upper back feels on this movement. Rather than just like here, just trying to get to the midsection of my back, upper back as well. Just for me, that's a lagging point when I was on stage last year, so got to do what you got to do. Try and build it up. Oversized gear for life. Too small to wear tight clothes. Oh my god, it's me on the telly. Wow. Look at the tricep on that telly. I wish I was as big as that guy. Set of 6, I think. Dunno. 60 kgs, baby. Dana! 60 G's, baby! We made it! It's a terrible impression. Terrible. Ooh. I'll go up in weight. I'm going up in weight, Dill. Back exercise I'll do is a cable row, and I'll opt for the bull horns. I mean, it's not ideal in terms of grip, so I'm going to have to wrap on, but it is ideal in terms of it being a shoulder width grip. So if you use like a traditional V-bar, you pull it into your chest, or sorry, your midsection, but your elbows are here, so it's hard to pull it back, get that squeeze on your midsection, whereas if you open up the arms, just allows that like inch or 2 better squeeze on your back, so it's a bit of a no-brainer really. And again, if you can wrap on, you might as well. Oh dear. Not even heavy, but just holding it for 1 to 2 seconds. And that shortened range on your back will just change the way you think about training and stuff. Like squeezing your back, holding that weight there, not just letting it go. Game changer. So sometimes it literally is just about how you move it. And then once you start getting good at moving weight, like a lighter weight than what you think you can do, then the more efficient you become when it becomes heavier, because you've got more thought process to what you're doing. So every like warm-up set's like a rehearsal for your big set. So good practice at the beginning means good practice at the end. But obviously it's got to be good practice. It's not like that saying practice makes perfect, because if it's bad practice then it's shit. Practice makes permanent unless you change it. That is pretty much wrapping up the back side of the workout. So we're going to move on to biceps now. Going to move on to some D-handle cable curls. So purpose of this is like full, like the greatest range of motion I could possibly get on the bicep. So with the humerus, so from the shoulder to the elbow, being like behind me, it means I can like travel further with the D-handle and come up. So different positioning of your humerus will just slightly affect the way you train your biceps and stuff and how you load them. This is a great movement though. First set, it's me on the telly. I'm literally explaining this exercise now. I'm literally there telling you. I don't even need to tell you all again, but I will. So it's from the bottom, arm hang back in like a dead hang position. You could do this on a bench with some dumbbells, but the cable just offers that little bit more like tension throughout. Just a nice squeeze, rolling up. Squeeze at the top, stretch at the bottom, so you're looking for full extension at the elbow. So don't keep it here, just get a full stretch. Coming up with squeeze, chest up nice and tall. First set, we'll do 15 to 20 reps. Get loads of blood in there. Ooh. Yeah, nice 20 reps there. Go up now, do set of 10, and I'll go up again, set of 6, and I'll back off, do another set of like 15 to 20 reps, but see how it goes really. I'm not next. Yes, 40 for 10. 40 for 10. Got to one up you, Anna. If I don't one up you, what am I doing? Woo! It's good. There he is. That's the only guy to beat. What's the tank? So we're in for a back off set. Did you do 20? Yeah. Altogether, so yeah, 20 reps in. What did you do, 30? 30-20. Alright, 30-20. Nothing crazy. Basically half the load, more than double the reps. Jesus. So one movement I did put in into like the off season was some V-bar cable curls. So sometimes I don't do this, I'll do like just a standard hammer curl with dumbbells. Just sort of depends on how I'm feeling on the day. Do really enjoy this though. I mean, it's nothing I invented or discovered. I literally just saw Chris Bumstead do it. Shock. But it's like a nice mix between a hammer curl and a supinated curl. Just really hits like the brachialis, similar to obviously like what the hammer curl will do, or a reverse easy bar curl. But I just This is just fun for me. Just like the pump, the squeeze, just everything about it. The only issue is it's not the comfiest on your grip, so once you can get over that, it's quite good. But obviously, in this instance, my humerus, like shoulder to elbow, is now in front of me rather than behind me, dragging the weight from behind. It's now going to be in front, curling up. So I'd always do this sort of like style, or even like a preacher curl second. I just like the squeeze on this. Gonna wrap up that back and bicep workout there. So 4 exercises, so single arm pull down, single arm row, upper back like row but on the pull down, and then I did some low row with the ball horns, and then we moved on to some D-handle cable curls, and then moved on to the V-bar curls. And that is pretty much kind of what I've done. Every now and then I will put in like a single arm pullover just for a stretch. Sometimes you do that for a warm up, but I didn't today. But it's not always the case. We can come upstairs now into this like cardio room that we've got upstairs, just because this is like the posing spot. There's a mirror behind you, but it's in front of me. So just gonna do a quick like, this is where we're at physique update really. So just go through some mandatory poses because I need to practice again, because last time I practiced like last week, it was poor. Yeah, like we're only 10 kilo above our stage weight, but the difference in condition is incredible, and as you can see, is like there is work to do, but that's why you give yourself the time period to do it and stay lean. Whereas like before, I didn't have any abs showing at all. I wouldn't say like them showing massively now, but I didn't have any definition in the arms, shoulders. Nothing was showing when I started prep last time, so we are in a much better start position. But yeah, that will wrap up episode 1 of the TTP series season 2. So stay tuned for episode 2.